Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I've got a brand new video out for you. This is a video where I take a look at an app and I find if it's useful for you to use. I'm calling it App Thursday or App Friday, whatever the day of the week it is. Considering COVID-19, I've lost track of the day of the week it is. But the app we're taking a look at today is called Mindnode. So let's go quickly to the App Store and see if we can download it and if it's free, premium, or you've got to pay for subscription. You go and search for Mindnode, and looks like it has a monthly subscription of about $2.49. Yearly comes to about $19 or so. So if you quickly take a look at the ratings, 4.5 stars, 173 in productivity, which isn't very high, all things considered. But let's take a look at it, because I tried this app, I use it extensively in my own practices, and I quite like it. So I'm hoping I can show you how this app works and you guys can get a sense of how you can make this app work to your advantage as well. So you go into this app, as it says, everything starts with a brand new thought. So how do I make better videos? Let's just use as a sample here, and we choose it. It's going to open up the screen for you, and then you can click on it and go into focus mode. Focus mode allows you to zoom in and focus on this one strand of thought that you can help make better. Now you can go onto the right hand side of it and you can add a node. Node is really a strand of thought, as I like to see it, and you can add as many as you want, 4, 5, 6. So for example, I'm just gonna populate them for you. So when in my head the thought is, how do I make better videos? You can populate in 5 thoughts, let's say, just came into my head. And for example, one such thought can be, pick a topic that you find interesting, right? So pick something interesting to do, and so on. So you can find 4 sort of other strands of thought along with it, which is buy a professional camera, right? Buy a microphone to shoot and record voiceovers on the videos. And right, so you can kind of go on completing your thought process, shoot well, use pretty graphics and so on. So as you can see here, I've got 5 thoughts that were an extension in my mind as I was, trying to think about how I can make better videos. Now you can zoom to fit, which is basically bringing it to the foreground. It actually shows everything in one set. It's easier to kind of take a look at just 1 or 2 strands, or take a look at everything in isolation in one set. So here you go. You got 5 thoughts, 5 strands of thought in completion as response or as a follow-up from them. Now you can take each strand and make other strands as an extension to it, right? So pick interesting topics, could lead you to think of several different things, and you can make more nodes on top of it. So let's say you can select your niche first. You can probably look at what the others are doing to make interesting videos, and so on. So again, what started with 1 thought in your head turned into 5, and from each one of those 5 you're making 3 more in this case for the first one. And you can do the same thing with thought number 2 as well. You can extend it. You can make a sort of an extension of your ideas, right? So buy a professional camera. So the thought that might come into your head is, can I do it with a smartphone? So I write it in there as a possible thought extension, and then yes or no. Can you do it with a smartphone? Yes, no. So you can add a task in there, which is more like a tick box type of an approach, or like a trying to fill a circle type of an approach rather. In this case, yes or no. Can you shoot with a smartphone? Yes or no. And buy a professional camera. Another way to kind of think about it is, do you have $2,000 to buy a very good professional camera? Now, again, in this case, the options you could have are yes or no. Do I have $2,000 lying around? Yes, I do. Do I have them? Absolutely not, right? So you can phrase it in any way you like, and the options as you see coming up on the screen are, you can add as a task and yes or no. What it does is it sort of gives you the flexibility of framing it as a task, framing it as an option, yes or no. And it also allows you to frame it as a different strand of thought as well. So it gives you that amount of flexibility when you're working within this app. And later on in the video, I'm going to show you how it can look even more beautiful when all of your strands of thought are complete on a certain topic. So here, I'm just playing around with it, yes, no, all that kind of stuff. And you have a bunch of options. You can add pictures in here as well. So let's try and see if we can add a picture. So you go there and you can select a picture. I'm going to choose the logo of my channel. As you can see, Tech Project was added on here. Now you could do a whole lot more than just adding pictures. So you can associate one strand of your thought with another. In this case, I'm associating my picture with how do I make the videos look nicer. And you can add tags onto it. For example, test is just the name of that linkage here. You can add a different kind of linkage that comes in your head, but the core idea is you're able to link one idea to another. You can add tags. In this case, I added a tag called test, and it's much easier to search your nodes as well, right? As you can see, I searched for smartphone and it shows all the nodes that had the word smartphone in there. You can add links as well. In this case, I'm using google.com as a test link against my picture. Once you click on the link, you can actually open the link as well. So you can do a whole host of things, right? You saw an article that kind of echoes your thought. You can add it as a link to make reference to it later. So here's just an example of how you can customize how it looks. There's a bunch of themes in there. In the paid version, if I might add, you can do elegant, delight, rainbow, and as you can see on the screen, based on your choices, the different themes are going to emerge from this. Now, you have to keep this in mind that if your mind nodes, if your thought process is a bit convoluted, complicated, and there's a lot of thoughts coming in, it may not look that nice in different themes, including taking a look at Zoom to Fit. As you saw previously, it's going to look a little bit sort of clustered and claustrophobic, as it were. So you have to select. I usually go with elegant because it seems the most elegant to me. Now you can also kind of export your mind thoughts in a bunch of formats. As you can see here, my preference is always to do in PDF, so you can annotate it later. In this case, I'm doing an export. You can do it to Notion, you can do it to Bear, or in my case, copy to PDF export is an app I use. Another case could be of GoodNotes. GoodNotes is a note-taking app. I'm going to bring it over here, and then I can annotate in GoodNotes, right? So you can use all the tools available to you in Annotate. So for the sake of GoodNotes, this is just another app in PDF that you're just sort of annotating, editing here, right? So you can add things like, this is too general, this is a good idea, or capitalize every sort of alphabet of that word and so on. And as you can see, there are endless possibilities with this app. This is just an example of what a node might look like. And you can do a whole bunch of things with this. I hope you liked the video and you'll use this app and give me some feedback. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This is a new channel. I'm a new creator, and all your encouragement is going to be useful to me in order to make more videos. So like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.